What's up, everybody? Long time no see. I know it's been a super busy summer, and I hope you all have been enjoying it as best as you can before the fall gets here. So what I've been wanting to do is, I know that summer is a super busy time for everybody. Sometimes the weather is super hot and you don't feel like putting in a really intense workout, or you're busy with a ton of other really fun stuff, so you don't have a lot of time to put into a workout. So I want to do a series where I give you 10-minute workouts that you can squeeze in that don't require any equipment, so that way you have no excuses. You can do a quick workout, you can go about your day and enjoy the rest of your summer. So today, to kick it off, we are going to be doing a 10-minute ab circuit. Like I said, you don't need any equipment. You're just gonna need some space to move a little bit. It's gonna be a quick warm-up. Our two circuits are gonna go right into one another, so there's not a lot of rest time, but it will be over so quick, and then we'll have a really quick cool down. So we are gonna get started. I'm gonna start our timer for 10 minutes here. So we are just gonna start with some side reaches, keeping your feet just a little bit more than hip width apart, and then reaching one arm over your head, reaching over, making sure we're keeping our chests nice and wide. And from here, we are just going to fold forward, kind of jutting our hips back, rolling our shoulders back, lifting up, hinging forward at the hips, and rolling straight up. From here, you are going to go into a downward dog. So I'm gonna stand here, press your hands into the ground, kind of push your chest back into your hips. 2, 1, and stand back. We're just gonna finish with a quick jog in place. Nothing crazy, just to kind of warm everything up here. Beautiful. All right, if you guys wanna meet me on the ground, I am going to move my camera here so you can see what we will be doing. All right, so like I said, this is gonna be a super quick circuit. Our first circuit is going to be 60 seconds of work for 4 moves. We're gonna go straight through all of them. So it's gonna be 4 straight minutes of work. You're gonna get a quick rest, and then we're gonna go on to our second circuit. All right, if you wanna meet me on the ground, we are gonna start with alternating dead bugs starting now. So tilting your pelvis in so your back is flat, hips and knees right underneath each other, lifting your arms, and opposite leg, opposite arm go back, exhaling on the squeeze back, and then opposite arm, opposite leg straight, exhaling on the squeeze back. Now take these nice and slow. We have 60 seconds of work. Feeling those obliques fire up, keeping your feet flexed. Make sure you don't have floppy fish feet. And only go as far as you can go, where you're not making sure your lower back is going off of the ground. You want to keep that lower back engaged the entire time to make sure you're not initiating your hip flexors, anything like that. We have a few more seconds. We're going to go right into a crisscross in 3, 2, 1. Hands behind your head. Your knees are still up here. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Exhaling on that squeeze, back to the center. Shoulders are off the ground. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Inhale back to center. Squeezing on that twist, back to center. Squeezing on that twist, back to center. Taking these nice and slow. Again, our lower back is in contact with the floor. You don't have a gap there. And the more you lift your shoulders off the ground, the more work you're going to get. I don't want to see you, if you're doing this, keeping your back on the ground, you're not feeling anything. We have about 15 more seconds. This time goes so fast. And then we're going to go right into a toe touch. It's kind of a nice, good flow into all of them, so you don't have to scramble to get to the next movement. 3, 2, 1, staying back, feet and legs straight in the air. Roll your shoulders back, tuck your chin, and just try to touch those toes. You do not actually have to touch the toes if you're not that flexible. That's totally fine. It's more just that movement, lifting your body up
through your abs. Almost pretend like there's a string in your chest, and that's kind of what's pulling you up, is that pull. Exhaling on that little touch, touch, touch. If you need to bend your feet a little bit or your knees, that's totally fine. You're keeping your chin tucked. You don't want to feel this in the back of your neck. Looking right up at those toes. We have about 15 more seconds, and then we're gonna go into a leg lever. I love those for your lower abs. We have about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Place your hands down. If you need a little bit of extra support, you can put your thumbs and pointer fingers right underneath your butt. Feet and legs straight in the air. Inhale on the way down, as far down as you can go with keeping your back contact with the ground. Exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on that squeeze up. And really squeeze your heels together, your heels and knees together, so you're not activating those hip flexors. We want to have strong hip flexors, absolutely, but we are working our core today, so you should be feeling this all in that center part of your core, that center lower abdomen. Taking these nice and slow. A nice slow movement really helps you realize, is my body doing what it should be doing? Is everything in contact? 3, 2, 1. Take a nice little rest. That was our first circuit. We have one more circuit. This one's gonna be 2 times through because each working circuit's only gonna be 30 seconds. Again, they're gonna go straight into one another. It'll be nice and fast, so you have about a little less than 15 seconds to take a break, get some water, take a breath. I'm gonna meet you down here. We are gonna start with a right side plank in 3, 2, 1. So making sure our feet, knees, hips, elbows, all in line. Our shoulder is above our elbow. Lift yourself up and hold yourself into a plank position. If you need to stagger your feet, that's fine. If you need to drop that one leg and just shoot out the other one, that is fine as well. We have about 7 more seconds. Open that chest. I'm gonna go back to and then from here, you're going to thread the needle. So very slowly, twisting with your obliques. Take that upper arm underneath, exhale, and inhale back to your starting point. This is a wonderful oblique workout. Lift your hips, make sure you're not dipping them. I know when you get tired, get your stability here. We have 3 more seconds. We're gonna switch in 2, 1. You can just roll over. I'm gonna do a full flip so you can see me. Make sure you're in line. Whatever you did on the one side, try to do the other side. So if you staggered, you're gonna stagger on the left side. If you drop to your knee, you're gonna drop to your knee on this side. And making sure you're not kind of doing this. You're nice and aligned. We have about 7 more seconds, then we're gonna thread that needle, lifting the hip just a little more. 3, 2, 1. Very slowly, almost pretend like there's a beach ball and you're trying to wrap your arm around that beach ball, tuck it under you, save it, hide it from everyone else, and wrap back up. Exhale on that squeeze and that tuck in, feel that oblique engage, and re-wrap open. We have about 10 more seconds here. Making sure your elbow is right underneath your shoulder. If you are at an angle, you're really gonna feel that in your shoulder and you're gonna feel weak. 3, 2, 1, drop. Give yourself a quick shake out. We have that whole thing one more time through, and then we have a cool down, and guys, we are done. This is nice and quick. You have no excuses to not squeeze this into your day. There's no equipment you need. You don't need a lot of space. You're not jumping, so I don't want to hear any excuses. So get yourself ready. I start on my right side, whatever side you started on. Get yourself in line. I like to line up with my mats. Lift yourself up into that beautiful side plank position. If you want to advance it, if you're feeling spicy, you can kind of starfish your leg out. You can keep it here. If you need to drop that leg, you can. If you want to stagger your feet for more stability, you can. 10 more seconds. Then we are going to thread that needle. I may drop my knee to thread the needle because my stability is poor on this side. 3, 2, 1. I'm just dropping my knee. Still pretend that you're hiding a beach ball from someone and wrap and peel. Kind of keeping your hips straight the whole time and peeling open so you're really activating that oblique. Exhaling on that squeeze. Inhaling on the way back up. We have about 7 seconds. We're going to switch directly to that other side. 3, 2, 1. Flip over and start. Like I said, I am completely flipping so you can see me. And making sure everything is nice and open. You're not tilting too far back. I don't want to see you hunching in like that. A nice, proud chest. Your hips. Again, back to that imaginary thread. Pretend it's strung to your hip and it's pulling you towards the sky. We have 3 seconds. We're going to thread that needle. In 3, 2, 1. I'm just going to drop my knee for this side because I dropped it for the other side. I want to keep it as even as I can. Exhaling on that squeeze in and peeling open. This is also a really nice, kind of like back opener. When I peel open like this, ooh, it feels so good in my shoulder blades. Guys, we have 3, 2, get one last thread, and 1. Drop down, shake your wrists out real quick. We are cooling down. You guys did awesome. 10 minutes, done, you're finished. Cool down, get to the rest of your day. We are going to go back to that downward dog. Kind of roll your shoulders back. Get yourself into a high plank position and then shoot those hips back. Maybe your feet, your heels can touch the ground now. Maybe they didn't before. You can do a little pedal too if you want to stretch out those hamstrings, those calves. Really push your weight into your palm, all your fingertips. Push that chest back. We have 15 more seconds. We're doing a little bit of a longer hold for our cool down here. 3, 2, 1. And then from here, I want you to roll yourself into a beautiful cobra. You can stay on your toes. You can drop to the tops of your feet. And then if you want to kind of look over each shoulder, tap those hips. Stretch out those abs. Whew. Should feel really, really good. 3, 2, and 1. Shoot back. You guys are all finished. That was nice and quick. You have the rest of your day to enjoy yourselves. You got your workout in. You should feel really good. So you can do this any time of the day, any day of the week. If you don't have a lot of time, if you're super busy but you want to get a workout in, come back to this whenever you want. I am going to do other ones to do your lower body, upper body, a little bit of cardio, so you have something any day when you need the time. So other than that, I will see you guys next time. Great job, everyone.